This episode is brought to you with the support of patrons of the Jessa channel, like Angie. Thanks, Angie. Join the party at patreon.com/the Jessa channel. Hey there, you are watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this is When the Past Was Around. This is a sweet, whimsical, and bittersweet is the best way to describe it, little point-and-click adventure game that we will be exploring with Edda, EDA, Edda, and later on we'll meet her companion. Let's first start the story by clicking on this shadow figure in this cage. And open the door. The gameplay of When the Past Was Around is fairly simple. You can click up here, click and hold to see areas of the screen that you can interact with if you get stuck. The screen moves by simply moving your mouse this way or that. So first of all, let's just click on what there is to click on. If a question mark is here, it means that this is something that can be interacted with, but we're missing something in order to do that. This eye means that we can get a closer look. An empty drawer and 2 locked drawers. So it looks like we need a key. We can put shoes away. Seems like a pair for Edda and a pair for perhaps our mysterious stranger. There's a key up here. And a key here. Those boxes don't have anything of particular interest in them, it seems. So let's use our keys. This key looks similar to Edda, and this key looks like an owl. Interesting. Let's use Edda's key first. In order to interact with something, you just hold the item over the screen until you get a symbol like this. Unless you know you're in the right spot, go ahead and drop it to use it. Here's Edda, and there's someone here. They're both wrapped in a scarf. And then, over here, let's use the owl. That gives us a box cutter, which we can then use on this box. And that gives us a feather. We saw Edda following a path of feathers, so their symbolism is strong in this story. And this brings us to the next scene. I like to go all the way over to the edge and just click and see and move along the screen in this way. That's how I like to handle each screen. We have a cupboard here. Looks like we're missing some pieces to open this cupboard. The next thing we can click on here. Oh, so we made a bit of a mess with these books here, but there's a number here, 143 4641. Let's see how that comes into play. Oh, in the trash can here is a little handle. Up here is a billboard with some numbers. So this may tie into the numbers. And here's another picture of an owl. And some music. Ah, a music box. Yep, the handle goes in the music box. And I just heard it turn, but we need a key. Some drums here. Ah, there's a piece there, and maybe we can open these cabinets. Nothing there. Ah, another owl. More owl symbolism here. And then I'm going to tell you, when I went through this, this was hard for me to see. I had to actually use this. But there's actually a spot here on this drum. Just here, and unlike with this drum, it doesn't show up as a hand right here. So that's why I went a long time before realizing that there was something I could click on here. So if you get stuck, this is another way to get through that. But right there, that key, that's really important. So it would be nice if that had turned into a hand. That would have given me a clue that there was something there. And here we have some symbols, a square or a diamond, heart, oval, star, clover, circle, and triangle. And that seems to correspond with the symbols here on this billboard. So, first of all, let's see. Here's the key. And then it looks like there's something that belongs here. Yes. Ah, there's our second piece. Wonderful. So I'm thinking that the symbols with the numbers on them correspond to the symbols on this piano. And the order in which we play the piano is right here. So we'll remember that that was 1, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 1, 1, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 1. There we go. Yay! So that gives us all 3 pieces. And the way we progress the story is to find the feather in every scene by solving puzzles. And we've done it. Here's the feather here. It's Owl! Introducing Edda and Owl, the stars of this story. Let's continue on. I believe this will take us to chapter 1. This is the prologue that we are currently in. Okay, so coming all the way over here, we have this sink here, but we need a handle. We can click this and oh, there is something here. Looks like the hands to a clock. You can also click on all of the plants here, which make a bit of a mess, unfortunately. Plugging that in allows the blender to come on, but we have some more to click on here. Here's a window. Oh, okay. And then here, oh, here's some bread. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Here is a beautiful little journal. Here's the clock. We can place one hand on it. It looks like there's a crowbar here, so we need to open this up. Let's see if any of these plants have... Oh, here's a sponge. Oh, and there's the sink thing there. And now that we've totally wrecked all of poor Etta and Owl's plants, here's a box over here, so I think we need the crowbar to open the box. Alright, so it looks like we might have everything here. Let's see if we can find anything else. Let's first use the sink. And then turn it on. Put the sponge in. That gives us a clean sponge and soapy water in the sink. Let's use this bread here. Turn on the blender. Take the bread out. Oh, that invites a little bird. And there's the second hand of the clock. But we need to know what time to set the clock to in order to open this door, and for that, let's wipe off the mirror. 19:15. That's 7:15. It works. There is our crowbar. And finally a little key, which we can now use on this journal. And just under this page is, look, here's Owl again, more music. This little feather, yay! Etta loves the music that Owl is playing. And she is floating. Let's bring her closer. Some sadness has entered Etta's life, and we are in a graveyard, alone in the rain. We can click on each of these gravestones. I imagine maybe Etta in her anger is kicking each one of them, furious, wanting the music to come out of here, for Al to come out. Speaking of Al, we have an owl over here. A basket of flowers. To my dearest. And an eye, a gemstone in it. This gemstone should fit right in this owl eye, and then we can open the door so Etta can enter and follow the music. Let's take this gear here. Looks like we can put it here to lift the curtain and discover what is below. The shadowy figure holds out a music box. Opening it, we can see that same picture we saw in the desk of Etta. And here we are. Sadness and death and grief have visited Etta in her life. Let's see if we can help her follow the music, perhaps find some joy. Okay, here's that box cutter again, and there's also Etta holding a violin and a music as if she's won a violin concert here. This is looks like some pictures from school. And here's that owl again. It's not something we can pick up, but there's that owl symbolism. A little mug with some tea in it. Let's see what else we can find here. Here is some tape. Some items here. We can make up for the mess we made previously knocking all those books on the ground. And a key. Very important. It's like, a music festival. But it looks like she had ripped it down out of anger. Here's another owl symbol here. Okay, well, I think we can use this cutter here to open up this object. Now we need something to... Looks like we're missing a power button here. By the way, when a scene like this is open, you can hold down this button here to see where you need to interact in the scene if it's not completely obvious. In this case, it is. So let's put the key in the lock and get out the power button. That should allow us to turn on this TV apparatus here. These are some different images. And it shows Edda's story with her playing, with her violin playing. But they're out of order. Let's try to put them in the order. There's when she's young. There's her playing for her parents who look thrilled. This is her playing out and about with her parents who are now older. This is her perhaps maybe feeling shy or feeling like she's not appreciated, her music is not appreciated. Maybe she's nervous. There's one more button here. That was her being dissatisfied and upset with her violin playing. And here is another owl on a key. Which means we can now open this door. Oh, there we go. Had to click again. Let's move along, as I like to do, to the end of the scene and click on things as we move along. There's a washing machine here, some boxes. We can't really move them. We can click on the plants. That's kind of a neat touch, that you can click on the plants here. The box here we can't move. Here is... well, the first thing we can click on, it looks like, are these flowers. And we see 4 notes here, or 4 musical symbols. Let's remember those. What else can we click on? Here's a bike. Let's use those musical symbols. I believe it was an open. Let's see. There we go. That gives us a key or a power button of some sort. I just like clicking on the plants. Ah. Okay, so this looks like this is where that button would go. But the wire is broken, so here's where we would need the tape. Now we can click that button. That opens the door. Some more notes to click on. Edda comes closer as the music box plays. We can turn the music box handle here. 2, 3. And the music is a very strong part of the story in this game. It's beautifully done. And there's our feather. It looks as if different parts of Etta and Al's story, the music box, the violin, maybe each of these boxes holds a different part of their story, and we need to unlock it as we go along. So, first of all, let's pick up this music handle here and this key. And we need to find this piece here. So let's see if we can... Ah, there we go. And there. Let's see if our owl is there. It is. And there's the piece we need. And that opens the violin. And inside is that scarf. More of that, that scarf is a symbol throughout the story. And I am now going to take us out to the main menu, back to title. So that I can say to you that I am so glad you joined me for this first episode of When the Past Was Around. If you enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here for Chapter 2 of When the Past Was Around. And thank you, as always, for watching.